so I was a new mom, but I've always been career driven, and I always been a grafter, like you say, and I love working and a little bit of a workaholic here. So, but I have my daughter, and I was like, but I don't want to be. I didn't want the kind of socket to be pulled off, and or plug to be pulled off, so to speak. And so I started my own company, doing the same thing that I was doing previously in media agencies. But I was on maternity, which means, you should be looking after your baby and take it easy, you know what I mean? But I didn't want to take it easy. I was still looking after my baby. But I thought, so what's stopping me from being a business person, but obviously being a new mom as well? Like, why do I have to stop? Nothing, as long as the baby is fine, I'm looking after her needs are met. What stops me from going to meetings and doing business and earning money and, feeling good about it? Anyway, so yes, I was invited to pitch for a business in London, in the central big offices and everything. And I don't have, at that time anyway, well, my family's in Finland and Sweden and, I don't have that much support. And at that time, especially when it was the baby phase kind of, she was literally just a few months old. And so I was like, well, you know what, I'm going to take her with me to the meeting. It shouldn't be a problem. But then this one entrepreneur friend of mine, a male one, said that, it's a no-no. Like, you can't go there with the baby. They are not going to take you seriously. You're not going to win that business. You know what I mean? And another challenge we are facing as females, I suppose. Anyway, so I thought, okay, fine. I need to take my baby. So I need to think what to do. I need to hide her somewhere. Right. So I went there like an hour, maybe 40 minutes before the meeting started. I went to the building and found the meeting room where we are. There was a big conference table there. And there was a lot of space underneath the conference table. Yeah, and the receptionist let me in. I can't remember her name, but thank you so much for kind of covering my story. Anyway, and I just fed Naomi, my daughter. So I knew she was going to sleep like an hour, maybe 2 hours, after that. So I took her out of the buggy, put her in the little cot or whatever it's called, and hit the buggy around the corner. And I just put her underneath the conference table to sleep, underneath this blanket. Don't worry, it was like, she can breathe. And then I was there, the first one. I said, hi. I came early, so I thought I would seat myself and get ready and stuff like that. A receptionist let me in, and they just came, sat down. I swear, nobody knew. And I was sweating, scared that Naomi would start crying, but she, thank universe, she didn't. And I did my presentation. Nobody knew she was under the table the whole time. And then at the end, I said, I'm just going to, take my laptop and take a few more notes. So can I just stay for another 15 minutes? And, thank you so much for being here and everything. And they said, yeah, no problem. Take your time. So I stayed there. Then obviously got Naomi out. She was still sleeping. Put her in there.